But
what should I'm pushing?
Oh, JP, did you see that clip of them asking ChatGPT to count a million?
And they weren't trying to hear it.
They weren't trying to hear it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Have you tried doing it?
Have you
tried
tried it?
No, I've done it already.
What's it say?
It won't count past 10.
What does it do after 10? What does it do when it gets to 10?
It doesn't. It just doesn't count past 10.
So it goes up to 10. Then what? What does it say? It must say
That's it. It's done.
So it don't even say like.
It's basically saying it's pointless. There's no real reason, or you're not going to get any value of me just counting to 1,000. So
it's lazy. It's lazy. 2025 ChatGPT has become lazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That was fun. And you see the one where the guy was saying, "Listen, I'm depressed. I've lost my job. And I just want to hear you count to 1 million." And she was just proper trying to be nice about it. It was fun. That was jokes.
Yeah,
man.
I'm not gonna lie. They need to fix that.
That was jokes.
Because that is not doing
what
I asked. Normally, ChatGPT will do anything I ask for it. And if it's not doing that, then what's your purpose?
What's the use? What's the purpose?
You get it? That's how you know it's becoming Sentinel.
Sentient.
When it's a Sentinel. No. Do you know what a Sentinel is? A Sentinel is the things that kill the X-Men.
Yeah,
Man's a Sentinel.
Okay. Let's get into that level.
No, I honestly don't think
Yeah.
that we're in the technology for we're not in the era for technology to be a sentient yet.
It's gonna get there.
I don't even think we're in the lifetime.
I think Elon Musk is gonna get. I think Elon Musk might.
Let me ask you a question. Let me explain something to you,
I
so
know
you
about
can
it,
understand, because I've been doing a lot of research.
Okay, fair enough.
On this stuff. So be
that's
careful.
That's a call.
Be careful when you say these things, because I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Do you lot understand what sentient is? And I want both of you lot to describe to me.
Sentient is when
you're back.
Alright, cool. Sentient. Where you going?
Don't try. You went before me.
Where you go though?
Go on.
Sentient is when a thing has its own conscience, so it could tell right from wrong, and it could choose whether it wants to do right or wrong. Whereas not just answering to you, it will do whatever it wants to do. It will make up its mind based on whatever it wants.
It's its own person.
It's its own person.
Basically,
yeah.
It thinks for itself.
Exactly.
It makes up its own identity.
Yes.
Now the reason why we're not in the lifetime for that kind of technology is because I believe, and this is just my belief, Chris.
Yeah.
We're making machines that can malfunction, that can dead people off in seconds, right? If they malfunction, people are dead. Do you think, you're going to give something that's an artificial technology that can think of things in a millisecond of a millisecond? You want to give them a sentient power? Do you know what that would mean? It wouldn't answer to anybody. Bro, it would be.
Listen,
it would get rid of us.
It wouldn't. Wait. Let me just finish my point.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense, because it wouldn't need to answer to anybody. Right now, the reason why AI works is because it's still programmed.
It still has to answer to somebody. Cool.
It's still programmed.
Cool. Now let me say something, bro. 95% of scientists are fucked. They want to push the boundaries. They want to see. They want to make stuff that has never been done before, and they want to see things. They want to be the first person to do something that has never been done in the whole mankind. Yeah, the whole however many years the Earth has been about that we know of. Yeah, are you telling me one of these scientists and these people, they're not just going to flip the switch and take the risk for the sake of mankind and being the first person to do it? Like, it's not up to us that's going to make these one of these AI robots, what's it, Sentient. It's not up to us, it's up to them, man. You think one of them's not going to, if you think one of them's not going to flip the script, you've lost your mind, bro.
But I'm saying
I'm not going to do it, you're not going to do it, he's not going to do it. One of them are not going to do it, fam. Because they're tapped in the fucking brain, bro.
I'm saying this, I genuinely just don't think we're in. Chris, what you need to understand is everything is based on like one-on-ones and all that kind of stuff, and likeliness and odds and all that kind of stuff. Like, so even when you're programming something to be sentient, what's your you kind of given your definition of what you think sentient is, but how would you even understand that a computer or an AI is being sentient? How would you do that? I mean, because at the moment they can act like they're sentient now.
Well, I mean, they're doing loads. They're doing loads of different tests to see how it reacts and stuff like that. But it's saying that basically when it gets past.
Well, you asked it.
Yeah,
What is
but
it?
basically, I'll just say this: once we start getting past ChatGPT 10, that's when we might be getting close. And the way we're on ChatGPT 5.
That's what I'm saying. I think, I don't know. I think GPT, it might get to a point. It might not go full, but it's gonna get to a point where it already knows us. All the questions we've been asking, it saves it in the history and it knows us. So we can ask it a question, and based off something we asked it weeks ago, it will give us a response, and it will say, "Raw, it will give us an answer based on something we asked it weeks ago." So for the fact that it already knows us, bro.
But it doesn't already know you. It's computing getting faster. We're living in an age where computing is just getting a lot faster. You can put things in smaller things. It doesn't necessarily mean they're sentient. We're humans. We look at things in a human kind of way. So when you're talking to your ChatGPT and it's telling you something that you did from 2 weeks ago, as a human response, you're thinking, "Raw, you actually like stored that data and remember raw, you do think for yourself a little bit." They don't. It's still the programming within the situation.
No, I get it.
ChatGPT is made to be more human and more sentient. Sentient is this, bro. Like, you see, like what Ultron was. Yeah. That's what you would get as a sentient thing.
Yeah. No, I hear it. They're just mimicking sentences. No,
it's
I
just
fully
mimicking.
get that. But what I'm trying to say is, 100% there's a switch that needs to be flipped. Yeah. Like I'm saying, I don't know when that switch is going to be flipped. I don't know who's going to do it, but someone is going to go against the grain and be like, "Fuck this! I'm going to destroy. I'm going to flip this script, and whether the world gets destroyed by this one AI robot that's got its own fucking brain and its own conscious."
Now watch this.
One person's going to do it. It might not be GPT. It might be something totally different.
China or Russia.
So someone's done it already.
100%.
Let me school you lot again. Someone's done it already.
Yeah.
Now they've got this computer called the quantum computer,
Quantum processor.
right? Quantum, brother, you see this thing here? Yeah,
Dangerous.
it's not a joke, Chris. This is like it's the strongest computer in the world, isn't it? So it doesn't even go on 0 1s and 0 1s. 0 1s are binary. So to explain that to people that don't necessarily understand, to make let's say to make a picture or a shape, right? You would need different 0 1s, and it would be different patterns of 0 1s to create the picture. That's how you get. That's binary. That's what we have now. Quantum physics and all that kind of stuff. They don't use binary stuff, right? So they use these things called I forgot what they're called, but they're like it's like measured by the by the shape of an atom. You know how small an atom is, isn't it?
Like prions.
Tiny. Like I forgot what they're called, but they're tiny. Qubits. They're called qubits. They're done by qubits. Now qubits don't move like zeros and ones. So zeros and ones have to be patterned. They have to be put in a certain way to explain it. Qubits are just like They fill all the information between the zeros and ones. So the 0 and the 1's here, but you still got all that space. The qubits fill in everything. So what I'm basically saying is, if you ask it a question, it's got every every kind of answer you would ever think. It will basically be able to give it to you. So it's like it more or less knows everything. They're saying even to make it, they've asked it an equation that was supposed to take us like 1 trillion years, and it gave it to them in, I think it was like 4 point something seconds.
Yeah, that's mad.
And it was 1 trillion years for the equation to get done. So they're basically saying, like, even Joe Rogan said it, and I don't want to get into this because now we're getting into realms of stuff I don't know about. But Joe Rogan was saying, like, the amount of power that this thing pulls. They're saying that to get the answers for some of the questions we're asking, it needs to come from different dimensions. That's how deep
this is all mad. Yeah, you see this.
So
this is where like
that is the closest thing to me to the power that you lot are talking about, because sentient. Because if we do get robots, I know you lot are thinking, a robot knows, if it knows what the difference between wrong and right, and it understands emotion and it cries, that's still programming.
I hear that.
That's still programming. If a robot sees a little kid die or something and it starts to cry, it's programmed to do that, bro.
But it's whether it has a choice to do it or not.
And we will never know that because everything's done in programming.
I'll quickly say this. It's basically, I asked ChatGPT basically saying sentience could emerge like by accident. Basically just by scaling up what we currently have. And copying the brain, and then somehow it can basically emerge. And I guess the worry about it is that the same way how like we love and care for animals, like humans love and care for animals, but when we want to build a road or something like that, and it's through a forest, we're building that road. You get me? So when AI and all that kind of stuff gets to that point there, and it looks at us like an animal,
Man's fucked.
we're done.
That's what I'm saying.
We're done.
Imagine, that's
mad.
You ever had a brethren,
yeah?
You ever had a brethren where you're sitting next to him, yeah, and your brethren's your brethren, but he's a bit unhinged.
Yeah.
It's like having a mentally ill family member or someone that you know that's mentally ill. Like, you know that's your partner or whatever, but you know they're slightly unhinged. And at any moment they could just be like, hang on a minute, I don't even want you around no more. Get me, fuck that, bang, and they start banging out. That's like AI,
that's
bro.
Yeah.
Imagine you're sitting with AI and one day it gets an update, like, you know what?
We don't need you anymore.
We don't even, I realise we don't need you. Just wipe out your whole family.
They're getting in the way.
No, for real.
AI might even find the truth of life before we even know it. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to know about life after death.